Hello, I'm Anita Lee, the founder of the Toronto Real Asian International Film Festival. We've been planning for this moment for quite some time. I'm so very excited to announce the first winner of the Real Asian Firehorse Award, Keith Locke.
Richard Fung and I thought without question Keith Locke should be the recipient of the first ever Firehorse Award. He's largely considered the first Chinese-Canadian filmmaker, perhaps the first Asian-Canadian maker of a feature film, which I believe was Everything Everywhere Again Alive in 1975.
Crouching and putting blueberries into a basket.
It's so hard to categorize Keith Locke. He excels at all genres. He does experimental, documentary, he's done television.
Hi, I'm Valerie Ma, and I'm your host and guide to one of the best-known neighborhoods in Toronto, Chinatown.
A Keith Locke film shows a kind of genuine respect and affection for the underdog or the misfit, the fish out of water. What Richard Fung very rightly calls a neo-realist gem, a brighter moon.
People here are different, very different. Even the Chinese. Sometimes I don't think I understand them.
So I said to this guy, hey, if you're as smart as you say you are, how come you can't get me to go out with you?
I entered this jury thinking, oh my gosh, I know so many fire horses that would be worthy of this prize. So many people who fight for their own space, who make change, they're trailblazers, they're change makers, and a few of them popped up as nominees. But then I read this beautiful submission for Keith Locke, this filmmaker whose work I've never encountered. I mean, he was a cinematographer for Michael Snow, and I know Michael Snow, but I never knew of Michael Snow as a cinematographer. And I think that says something about, let's say, our education system in Canada and who we choose to celebrate. Because look, I got an MA in cinema studies, and the fact that I've never encountered the name Keith Locke before. I've been a film critic for how many years? I never encountered this name before. I think that says a lot. I didn't know that this guy back then in the 60s, 70s decided to make his own films. I didn't know that he was the founder of Lyft, even though I'm very familiar with Lyft. All of this was new to me, and all I was thinking was like, oh my gosh, like, okay, so like there are all these people, all these young people of my generation, people of the generation after me even, who I think are worthy of celebrating, who I think are doing these amazing things. Imagine being the guy that came before all of us, imagine being that guy who was, he didn't have a BIPOC community to rely on. He didn't have people he can go to talk about the microaggressions he was facing in this industry every day. He probably didn't have the language to identify microaggressions at that time, right? And yet still, he was doing his work, he was achieving, he was fighting for his space, and he was fighting for the space of others, and he opened the doors for people. And I thought that was just incredible. And I think, if you talk to all the fire horses that were already top of mind today, I think they would all be absolutely thrilled to recognize the OG fire horse, Keith Locke.
My father was born in this house.
Keith was also on the first board of the Real Asian Film Festival, the precursor to what became the Funnel, and also the Canadian Film and Media Distribution Center. And in all of those sort of pioneering roles, Keith Locke was a tireless champion for minoritized and Asian Canadian creatives and people involved in the film and televisual industries.
Keith Locke is an absolutely inspiring figure. That's a generous spirit, that's a fighting spirit, that's someone who is inspiring us not just through his artwork, but also through leading by example and basically opening his arms for an entire community to enter through that door.
Let's hear it for Keith.